Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to talk to you about my LAMDA Drama School audition experience. I've auditioned at LAMDA 3 times. This year was my third time, and I'd say every single time has been really nice. I'll talk to you briefly about my first 2 years of auditioning there, and then I'll talk to you mainly about my third time auditioning this year. So my first time auditioning there was in the old building, which was really lovely. It's such a nice atmosphere. Everybody's so lovely and really helpful and just positive. My audition there went well. I did my pieces, and the thing is, I don't think that they were the right ones for me at that time, and this year I definitely found that my speeches were much more suited towards myself, and I sort of knew what I was doing. And I wasn't feeling very well in my first time auditioning at LAMDA. I was actually ill in the morning, but luckily my audition was in the evening, so I had a few hours to prepare myself and just get ready for the audition. And then my second time auditioning there, again, I don't think that on that day my speeches were amazing. I just wasn't in the zone for some reason, and that was actually in the new building, and I really love the mixture of the old building and the new building and how they link together. The spaces are huge and really bright and open and just feel really modern compared to the old building, but the old building has so much character and a great atmosphere as well as the new building, and so I love the different spaces that they have at LAMDA. The panel were lovely again, and my interview went pretty well, I think. And so I'll talk to you about my third time auditioning, which was this year. Mine was in the morning, I believe, and I believe that they have little slots of groups of people for each hour or two maybe. So everybody would be called for, I don't know, 11 AM, and then you'd get into a sort of waiting room. You can sit and chat to other people, and then they call you up in groups, and I believe there's 5 rooms of auditioning panels, and there'd be 5 groups for each auditioning panel. Then you sit in little clusters to wait to go into the rooms that you're assigned. So I believe I was the third person maybe in my group to go in. You just walk in and say hi. They sit you down and talk to you for a little bit, sort of explain what they're going to do and where you should stand. So he said hi, I can't remember the names and I actually had 3 people on my panel. Normally they have 2, but this year was 3 because I think there was a new person who was just learning how to be on the panel and what they're looking out for, I guess. And then they told me where to stand, and then they said, what are your speeches and which one would you like to do first? So I did my Shakespeare, which was Rosalind from As You Like It, and then I did my modern, which was Rose from Eigengrau. I think I did pretty well, but the thing is, I thought that I didn't really connect to the characters as much as I could have. I think that my Shakespeare went as well as I had done it everywhere else, so I just didn't know how to feel after it. With my modern, that was when I feel like I didn't connect enough with the character as well as the character I was talking to, and after that I felt relieved though, because I'd done it and it was nice to perform in front of the people, and they said thank you, now you can wait outside and then you'll be called in for your separate interview. At LAMDA it's quite strange how they have a separate audition panel and then a couple of people who are graduates or part of the administration team who ask you questions and do the sort of interview / chat with you. I find that really weird that the audition panel don't want to ask you more questions, and you have to go into another room and meet new people to actually answer their questions and ask your own questions. But it's new, you get to meet lots of different people, I guess. So I just waited outside after my audition, and then a man came and said, "Hi Nicole, we're ready for you." So then I followed him into another room, which was quite a small like meeting room, which was quite open and bright again, which was nice. And I was with a lady and a man. They were graduates and they were really lovely. It was just such a lovely chat. I think that LAMDA's chat is the most down to earth and like less stressful, I think, because they're just so lovely. It's just a chat, really. They normally ask you the normal questions like, what are you doing at the moment, which schools have you applied for and auditioned for, and how far have you got. And I think at that point it's really good to say whether you've been recalled or what stage you've got to at other auditions, if you have done other auditions, because then they know that other people like you, sort of thing, and they'll get the idea that you're good, I think. They ask more or less about the things that you talk about. So I said I'm just working at the moment and doing some extras work, and then they go on to another tangent off of that, which is nice because then you're actually building a rapport and a conversation rather than question answer, and it's so informal. I think just when you're in the interview you just need to be yourself and relax and just be honest and open. I think that's the best way to approach an interview or an informal chat. We did laugh about how extras work is great in terms of experience, but also food. It's nice to like sort of build a rapport and sort of show your character through what you say. And yeah, I think that was the best part of the chat, of talking about the food. But it was a really good chili con carne that I had. So just building that rapport, and after that audition I felt that I didn't necessarily do my best in the audition, but the chat made me feel comfortable and at home. And then a few weeks later I thought, I haven't really heard from LAMDA yet, but I've got so many other auditions, but I need to focus on something else. So whenever I finish an audition I always think, what's next? What can I put my mind to, rather than dwelling on the fact that I didn't do my best. Then I got an email saying that they'd like to see me for a second round audition. So that was like, oh wow, they actually saw something that they liked in me. And then they arranged another date for me to go see them, and this was maybe like 2 months after my first audition. So the second round first audition is basically the same. You are allowed to choose either separate monologues to do or the same ones. So I kept the ones that I did, which was Rosalind and Rose, and sometimes they ask for different things. Sometimes if they think that you needed to choose better pieces, they'll let you know in the email, or they'll just say just choose any speech you want, and the audition panel will just see on the spot what they want to see in you. So I got my modern speech redirected, and it went by so quickly, honestly. I went into the room, did my 2 speeches, and then they said, okay, we'll redirect you, and they redirected me 2 or 3 times, and then that was it. It was literally so quick. It felt like 10 minutes, and it must have been because there was a few people after me. I didn't get a recall, unfortunately, but it was just such a great experience, and to know that they saw something in me is really like uplifting and really spurs me on to do more acting and to continue on this path. Overall, I think LAMDA is one of my favourite schools to audition for, and one of the ones that I really want to go to. It's just every single time I go there, everyone's so lovely, the atmosphere is amazing and positive, and just great and I feel comfortable there, and that's what I think the school for oneself should be like. It should be comfortable and make you feel at home, but also challenge you. And it was really nice to just have the experience. And I think at the end of the day, if your auditions don't take you where you want to go, always just think about the experience and how you can move on and get further. And that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments or suggestions for any videos, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give me a like or subscribe if you want to see more. I think I'll do some more audition videos. I've got a few that I haven't really talked about before. I'll see you next time. Bye.